welcome to a brand new episode of another City Opinion podcast. It's your boy John, and my co-host is back this week. She was out last week, but she's back this week. My co-host Bree, and we'd like to welcome you all to this brand new episode of another City Opinion. But we got some. I feel like this past week was more sad news, so we're not really ones to make. We like to keep it, well balanced, so we're not gonna overwhelm you with the sad stuff. But it's been a sad week. Week 2 of 2022 has been a sad week. A lot of unfortunate news. But we're gonna kick it off with something that's been trending. I don't know if you heard, but I feel like this has the sort of way that the Popeye chicken sandwich had.
Really think so?
No. I'm talking about the attention it's got. When that Popeye chicken sandwich came out and everybody was just talking about it, and I don't know, people are not gonna do the same thing for it because obviously with the store we're talking about. But Taco Bell is officially selling chicken wings. I just feel like the way people conversed about it, it's somewhat sort of that level. It's not, I don't think people are going to buy it at the same level, but I just feel like it's a subject that's being talked about and somewhat of the same level. Because
I'm just confused on when the name in Taco Bell is tacos.
They're trying to add something new.
You ever been to a Mexican spot and they sell chicken wings? I've never been to an authentic Mexican spot and they sell chicken wings. I've never. And I've been to my share of Mexican spots. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. Right? My husband had a great idea for us to be eating them shits as we talk now, and I refuse to eat wings from Taco Bell. There's only a few places I refuse to eat wings from. You ready for the list?
Yes.
Taco Bell, 7-Eleven.
Whoa, I had 7-Eleven wings.
What happened?
I said I had 7-Eleven wings late night. That shit fucking stomach up.
Right. That's just not okay. It's just not okay. Burger King. Burger King the name is Burger King. You are supposed to make burgers, right? And Popeyes. I ain't gonna have wings for Popeyes.
But you heard the wings is a limited time offer.
They need to be taken off right now.
But I guess they try to do something new, and I think it's just a shock value like Taco Bell selling chicken wings. I think that plays a role.
Have you tried it, Johnny?
No, not yet, but
you want to try it? I'm gonna pray for you as you try it because your stomach is never gonna be the same. It's just not okay, Johnny. Don't do it.
What I was saying is, I'll try it for.
Refrain, Johnny, from trying those Taco Bell wings.
I'll try it for the pod purposes.
It's time to taste because you
can't. Sorry, Johnny, you got to take that part out. She That's just fine. Fucking drank some of my coffee.
It's fine. You good. But as I was saying, I'll do it for pod purposes. I'll just try it for the pod.
I love this pod, but I ain't trying no damn Taco Bell wings.
They all under the same.
You not fucking out my stomach.
Here they under the same umbrella as KFC. It might be just KFC wings. It's selling that for KFC.
They selling the old KFC wings. I'm not doing it.
They talking about the ones that they're supposed to throw out, and they're like, "Fuck it, just put it in the box." They sell it to new customers.
Hell nah. No. Why you don't do that, Johnny? Refrain. Listen.
That's two things I have to do because I remember you told me to go to Popeyes and try the make the stallion sauce. So I got to try to make the stallion.
No, I didn't tell you to go to Popeyes and try to make the stallion sauce. I said McDonald's, try the sweetie stuff.
The sweetie sauce, the sweetie stuff. They both got it. I got them confused. They both
I don't eat Popeyes, Johnny.
You really don't eat Popeyes?
Since I was pregnant, yes. The smell of Popeyes makes me sick.
That's crazy. I love me some Popeyes.
Ask Devin.
Popeyes.
Ask Devin. He'd be like, "Don't you smell that good ass Popeyes?" I'd be like, "Oh."
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Popeyes, but yeah, that was you said the sweetie. I forgot sweetie.
But McDonald's sell wings too. So if you're gonna go eat wings at Taco Bell, you might as well go eat wings at McDonald's.
I don't know about all that. That's so.
Oh, so you go try that stupid ass Taco Bell wings that we don't even know if they really wings, but you won't go try that McDonald's. McDonald's wings. That used to be my mom's treat to us. She used to take us to go eat McDonald's wings.
How long have they been selling wings? I didn't even know they sold wings. How long have they been selling wings for?
Why you guys are not put up on game? You from New York.
I don't go to McDonald's think about, oh, I'm about to get these chicken wings. I got some chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
You never got wings from McDonald's.
No, I never did.
They had the best fucking spicy wings ever. It was like Kennedy mixed with like homemade chicken. Like
I swear I never had that, but that's interesting. I never knew that. I really didn't.
See, y'all be sleeping on McDonald's but want to go eat that nasty ass Taco Bell.
I love McDonald's as a restaurant. I just have my set what I'm gonna get. Dollar menu, 2
But isn't that
cheeseburgers.
what you said?
No, I said I have my set what I'm gonna get when I go to McDonald's. If I don't get the double quarter pounder meal with the large fries and the large soda, I'll go to the dollar menu, get 2 cheeseburgers and a large fry.
2 cheeseburgers?
No, that's
a large fries.
And every now and then I'll get some extra chicken nuggets or something like that with the meal I have already. I've had the chicken selects a couple of times, but when I go to McDonald's, I have my set order. That's just the food I get. Did
you just say 2 cheeseburgers? Oh. Isn't a quarter pounder like 2 meat in a bun?
No, the quarter pounder is just a bigger burger, but the double quarter pounder is a double, yes. Double quarter pounder. That's the one I get. Double quarter pounder, large fries, large drink, the meal.
And when you go to Taco Bell, what do you get?
I get me tacos.
Right. So
I said I'll try it.
But this is my question to Taco Bell. At one point, do you say, yeah, we are Taco Bell, but we're going to make wings? Like that's...
I'm not gonna lie, if I work for Taco Bell, I'll be the one that, yo, you guys trying to sell some wings? Let's sell some wings and see what's up. I would do that. But other than that, I don't know. They probably just try to do this a limited thing. So it's a limited offer. But it's just crazy how so many people is talking about it. You know, I don't know if the numbers will match how, once everybody heard the news and just been spreading like Taco Bell selling wings, what what? Holy what? So I just feel like I
just think it's the dumbest thing ever. I just think
it's interesting. It's trending. What's the most outrageous?
Did you see that one person he bit into it and it was bleeding?
That's unfortunate. I would say that's someone who definitely cooked it bad or really don't know how to cook. So you can't blame.
No, Johnny, that's just Taco Bell. You can't blame the
wings. No, what I'm trying to say. You can't blame the wings. You gotta blame the cook.
That's not how it works.
That's not the wings' fault. The wings gotta get cooked by somebody.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Bree, if I give you a piece of chicken wing, right, and you bite into it and it's blood, who are you gonna blame? Me.
Johnny.
You're gonna blame me.
Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
No. This is a sign that they shouldn't make chicken wings. That means they don't have the ovens or the stoves to cook the chicken properly.
Oh, it's possible they don't got the right stuff in the back to cook it because they make a specific thing and that's the thing. But
that's like if Burger King was to start selling McFlurries. Do they have the machine to make McFlurries?
I'm trying to think of the most outrageous store that's like a fast food restaurant. One of these stores,
that's like when White Castle started making breakfast.
That's interesting. White Castle.
You ever had White Castle breakfast?
Hell no.
Me neither.
I ain't never had no White Castle.
That sounds so dangerous. I'm just not with these places that are supposed to be for one thing, trying to branch off to doing other things. Stick to what you're good at. You're good at tacos.
It's all an experiment. It's all an experiment. That's all it is, an experiment. If they do good numbers, they probably expand. If it's a whole flop,
that's like KFC just came out with their Beyond Chicken.
That's the I was about to say that's the vegan plant, like the plant-based chicken.
I seen 7 videos where they said that shit was nasty.
I want to know. I don't eat vegan, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if that's good or not.
You wouldn't even try it.
I would try, but I wouldn't be able to say like if it's good or not. No, like I could
know
be like,
by texture.
I could say I could say it tastes good, but to really go in depth and define it, I want to be able to think because I want to know the difference between good vegan food and bad vegan food. That's my point. That's my point. But with that being said, we'll move on, and hopefully everyone moves on from them Taco Bell wings. But there's nothing wrong with trying it. It's just food. They're selling it. If you want to try it, try it. If you don't, fuck it. But it is hilarious that Taco Bell selling wings. Funny story. But in other news, was it Sunday morning or Saturday morning? It was Sunday morning, right? Yes, it was yesterday morning. Recorded this on Monday. It was yesterday morning. It was some unfortunate news. We film and shoot this, and we're both from New York. My co-host is from the Bronx, and
born and raised.
So there's some sad news coming out the Bronx. It was a 5-alarm fire in an apartment complex, and unfortunately, they said the numbers are like 60 people was hurt. The numbers changed, but I seen.
Yeah, but I mean, 19 is still the number of deaths. 9 of them being children, 10 of them being adults. The youngest is a baby.
Which is very, very unfortunate.
Right.
Very unfortunate.
The cause of the fire was a faulty heater. One of those, carry-on heaters that you can carry on your house. It was faulty and it started the fire. Unfortunately, the fire alarm did not ring, and due to that being faulty as well. And
that's crazy. Like everything just was messed up.
Yeah, I mean, with those kind of buildings, it's really hard. It has, more than 6 floors. It has on each floor more than 4 apartments. So it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. Once a fire starts, it's hard to contain it.
I think the firefighters had trouble like getting into the building,
right? Because they don't have fire escape, right? They don't have fire escapes.
It's very sad, something to see to start off the new year. Something that to start off the year is not good for. I feel like everybody's morale, but it's very, very unfortunate and sad because nobody wants to see that, especially. RP to all the lives lost, and my condolences to all the families involved, and I wish speedy recovery to all that's injured. But it's just sad, nobody, especially when kids is involved, it's just sad news. But I feel
especially babies, because they really can't talk, they can't, scream. I mean, they could cry, but it's not the same as when you hear a kid scream to know where they're at. And so much going on, you really can't hear them. It's just
the baby won't be able to call out for help. Yeah.
Right. So it's just so sad. It's just those buildings to me are the most dangerous to live in. If they always have been. Because there's no fire escapes. There's no, and if you're on the floor higher than 6, it's hard to get out. I mean, you can't jump from the window. You know what I'm saying? So it's harder to get out. It's more complicated. So to me, I think they need to start putting in places like in those kind of apartment buildings. They need to start putting fire escapes and different safety protocols, because that's ridiculous to me,
It's very, very sad. It's sad news. Sad news to start off Yeah, week 2 of this year was just sad news, but my condolences to all the lives lost. Oh, my condolences to all the families of the people who were lost in that horrific fire, and wishing a speedy recovery to all of those who were injured.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a crazy thing. On Sunday morning, you wake up and it's like first thing you wake up, it's a fire, and you gotta really move around and move accordingly.
Right.
Crazy. But moving on to a more lighter subject. Since the pandemic has started, a few months into the pandemic, Swiss Beats and Timbaland had created something called Versus, and it's been a big hit through the pandemic. And then when shit started to get a little bit better, they started putting people in live rooms, and it was like a live concert / competition at the same time, which made it. I feel like it made the Versus much better, even though the Versus song from on the screen was good, but being in person was much better. Much better. I feel like it's a much better show to enjoy. But Complex dropped their rap power rankings for Versus. So basically, is all live rappers. No rappers on this list. When people say top 5 dead or alive, there's no deceased artists on this list. It's strictly the ones who are alive. They did a top 30. Did you see the list? How did you feel about the list? Do you feel like certain people was missing from the list? Bree?
See, I was confused about this list because was it only supposed to be like hip hop?
I think it was. Yeah, I think it's a rap list.
Oh.
It's just I think it's a strictly
Okay. Well then, I didn't. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm.
Yeah, you the first thing you look for is like, where's Beyonce on the list? But it's strictly a
Fuck you,
rapper
Johnny.
power ranking. Rapper power ranking. That's the first thing you look for. Like, Beyonce on this list?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is one of the things she doesn't qualify for.
Forget you, Johnny. Talking shit.
But
The only problem I had was Gucci Mane was 21. Nas was 19. Why is Dr. Dre on the list? Isn't he a producer, not a rapper? I've never even heard Dre.
That's actually part of Versus, but he is a rapper and producer.
I've never heard him rap.
Yes, you did. You heard Ain't Nothing But GT?
That wasn't him.
Yes, it was him. That was him. It was him and Snoop Dogg.
I only heard Snoop Dogg.
There's no way you only heard Snoop Dogg. There's no way you only heard Snoop Dogg. You definitely heard Dr. Dre.
I'm telling you what I heard, dude.
You heard the whole. I promise you heard the whole song. You just don't realize, holy shit, that was Dr. Dre.
It wasn't. But okay.
Snoop obviously starts the song off. It goes verse. It goes Snoop Dre.
I don't recall that. But okay.
I might have given it, but Dre definitely raps on it though.
Okay.
You heard it.
Then number 12, they put Kendrick Lamar. They should shut their asses up.
You think it's too soon to put him there?
No, I think he deserves to be higher. If Nicki Minaj is on there, then he deserves definitely.
She cracked the top 10. Nicki cracked. Yeah, she touched the top 10.
You know what I liked about this is they put the hits, but the hits didn't determine if they were top, right? So
it was a part of their decision making, but it's overall what they felt, and guess what? You know who was number 6?
Because Drake outbeats Jay.
According to that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm damn. Okay, relax. You You gotta jump to the screen. Okay, I'm reading what the list says, and the list says that Drake outdid fucking Jay. Okay, it says he got 54 top 10 hits. Billboard hits 100 countries, 259. Yeah, look at that. And it says Jay, Billboard Hot 100 entries is 103. Top hits is 22.
Top 10, 22. 22 in the top 10.
Johnny, I'm reading what the fuck this says. Go on your list and look at it.
Yeah,
what the hell?
Yeah, Drake, top Billboard Hot 100 entries, 259, top 10 hits, 54. Jay-Z, and Billboard Hot entries, 103, top 10 hits, 22. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking at the list, but you know who's number 6 on the list, right?
No, who's number 6?
Scroll up on the list.
I think I passed.
If you're on the bottom, just scroll up a little bit.
But I'm reading why they say he's 6. And it doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna opt out on that one.
When he came out, he had the rap game in the chokehold, man. His presence.
He stole his swag was stolen from John.
Oh. He had his run. Everybody, majority of these artists had their run where it was like whatever they dropped was that's it. But
why is Future on this list? What music does Future have?
He's for this past decade. He's dropped a lot of music.
You trying?
I'm just saying, like a lot of people was big fan of him. He's dropped a lot of music. He's on a lot of tracks.
I feel like Kendrick belongs more like at 6. Take out 50.
It's just it's a clash of styles. You know, Future's a much different style of music. You could say like turn up category. His music, his music more club music and it's gonna get played a lot. So it's a clash of styles, but Future has had a good run, especially this past decade and then coming into this decade. So he's definitely on a heck of a run, but I'm
just saying.
Interesting.
I don't know. This list don't seem interesting to me.
And also, he has 4 top 10 hits, but he's only been out for almost at least a decade, at least 10 years. He's been in the game at least 10 years, and he has already 128 Billboard entries. That's good numbers for someone that's
tell me one song. Tell me one song you know from Gucci Mane.
Gucci?
Yeah.
I know some. Like I could tell you a song from like years ago. I can't think of anything.
God.
Oh, right now. Oh, easy. That's easy. He had the My Kitchen that he put when he was on Smack DVD. Smack DVD days. That he performed on Smack DVD. My Kitchen. Oh, he had the So Icy with Jeezy. Those are like the early days Gucci. I can't tell you like Gucci right now. I can tell you something from the past decade. Yeah.
So why is he on this list?
Now Gucci has records. I just can't think of. He had the Lemonade. Yeah, he had a couple of songs.
Why they disrespected Ice Cube? Ice Cube had no hits.
Probably did it.
That's crazy.
What number he's on the list?
He's number 23.
23.
23.
But yeah, Gucci definitely has a lot of hits. He's never had.
Cameron's on this list.
Yeah, Cube just never had a top 10 hit, but he had 13 Billboard entries and never top 10 hit. But I think it's an interesting list, and a couple of these artists haven't done the verses, so it'll be interesting to see if they would do a verses. But a couple of them have done it. A couple of them want to do it, and then there's a couple of them that just haven't do it or probably have no interest in doing it. But so many rappers, but I think overall that's a decent, solid list.
It's okay.
I think it's a solid list.
It's okay. I would like to see an R&B versus list because I have some people I want to see go against each other that just need a little push.
That would be interesting. They should do a R&B. They dropped the rappers on Power Rankings. They should drop an R&B Power Ranking, and it would be interesting to see how they'll play it. Because obviously, they put on the rappers list. They had Missy, Lil Kim, Nicki.
Well, Missy and Lil Kim and Nicki ain't R&B. They rappers.
No. My point is that was 3 females that they mixed in. So it's not like they did a female list and a male list. They mixed it all in, and 3 females on the list. So I'm saying for the R&B singers, there's female R&B singers, there's male R&B singers. I just see how they'll mix it in, like who will claim the top spot or who will be certain. No, that's what I mean by
for next week we should do that, Johnny.
Our own Power Rankings? We could
10,
do that?
top,
you want to do
top
30?
10.
Oh, top 10? We could do our top 10. We could do our top 10.
R&B.
R&B, yes.
But you have to have numbers to prove it, Johnny, because you be just saying dumb shit and then don't have numbers behind it. You have to have, okay.
I have the stats behind it. I'll have the stats behind it.
All right. I want to see you do
top 10. R&B.
Let's go.
Top 10 next week. That's something we could definitely do. Well,
all right.
Nobody gonna do it. We'll beat them to the punch. Top 10 R&B Power Rankings versus.
Let's go. Watch my top 10 be better than your top 10 because I'm like the R&B queen, okay?
Not knocking that you're not the R&B queen, but we shall see. We
shall see. Okay. All right, Johnny. We'll see next week. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Don't forget your list, Johnny, because if I come and you don't have your list, we're going to have a problem.
I'm going to have my list. I'm definitely going to have my list. My list will be set. I'll use this whole week to put it together and dissect. Because realistically, I know who was my number one and would have been my number one, but unfortunately shit happened, so I can't put him on my list anymore, but he was definitely number one.
Johnny, you can put whoever you want on your list. As long as you have stats to prove your 1, your 2, your 3. No.
The artist I'm talking about has the...
I know who you're talking about.
You said you know who I'm talking about, right?
Why y'all act like his name is Voldemort? Never to be spoken. Like, act like y'all cannot say that man's name. Like, the way y'all act is like it's Voldemort.
No,
whose name shall never be said.
No.
Like, R. Kelly, that's what you're talking about. He's talking about R. Kelly, guys. Yes. But he's so scared to say the name. Like, it's not that serious. You're not gonna burst into flames. You're not gonna burst into flames.
Of course not. I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna leave it be, because that's a controversial name. But regardless, I'm talking strictly music. But he
we talking.
He was number one on my list, hands down, number one on my list.
Okay.
I feel like to me, he was the king. He was. Yeah. His talent didn't waver, or his music. It wasn't his music got bad. It's just outside stuff is what dropped him from his kingdom. But if it wasn't for that, he's the clear-cut king.
Right.
Clear-cut king. We talked about him last week's episode. We talked about him. I was like,
I saw it.
I don't think anybody could beat him in the verses. It's probably maybe 2 to 3 people that could give him a run. But
my question is, do you not listen to people who he written for?
That's tough because I know he definitely probably written for a lot of people, but I feel like it's looked upon differently. You don't obviously. So it's like, I'll write something for you and you perform it. People are not gonna think, oh, Johnny wrote that for you. Depending on how you perform it and how it excels, they probably just gonna picture you when you picture you with the song. So they're not gonna really think about me. People will know I wrote it, but people are not gonna think about me like, oh, Johnny Dad wrote that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
When it comes to writing, that's what I feel like
Okay.
But in the world of reboots, we had a couple, I would say, TV show wise. It's something that, people hate because people feel like Hollywood is lazy and, they have no creativity at all. So people's not big fans of reboots. But or reboots or just continuations of stories of movies or shows that already happened before. But Fresh Prince of Bel-Air dropped its new trailer, and it seems to be on its way. The trailer actually looked interesting. It looks like it's taking a different approach. It didn't look. I would say the trailer didn't look like it's going to be in the realm of a sitcom, like how Fresh Prince was. It looked like it was going to be more of a drama-based show.
I don't like how the kid looked like a kid. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when you think of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you think he's in high school. I hate reboots.
That's why I gave that little thing in the beginning before I started talking about this. People just are not a big fan of it.
Well, right. Why can't we just leave things
alone?
Right. The only reboot I ever loved was Total Recall.
And a lot of people didn't even like that one, so it's crazy.
What do you mean?
It wasn't critically it wasn't well received by the critics. That movie wasn't.
Prove that.
Let's see. I got you.
Total Recall was amazing. Did you not like the reboot? Did you watch the reboot?
I enjoyed the movie. I didn't say nothing about me. I just said overall.
No, not the old movie. When you say the movie, you could be talking about the old movie. Did you like the reboot?
You're talking about it was with Colin Farrell and
right.
Kate Beckinsale. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The reboot.
And what was her name? What the fuck is Justin Timberlake's wife's name?
Jessica Biel.
Right.
I seen this one. I enjoyed this movie.
Devin didn't like it, but he don't know good movies.
Look, Google users, 79% of the Google users like this movie. IMDb gave it a 6.2 out of 10, but Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 31%. Rotten Tomatoes, I feel like there's a lot of movies I like that Rotten Tomatoes gave a bad percentage.
But I love Total Recall. That was the only reboot that I would love to watch.
I know. I enjoyed it. As a movie, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie, but I'm just saying, like, a lot. You know what it is? With also reboots, especially if you're rebooting something that was like beloved and everybody like enjoyed. The nostalgia factor. It puts a bar for the reboot. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just like it's not like it's doing it on purpose, but since so many people love the original, it sets a bar that's really high for like the new cast, new writers, new producers, especially if it's a whole new reboot. Because sometimes some of these reboots bring back an original cast member or original producer or original director. And I feel like when they do that, they have a better chance of faring. They have a better chance of faring and putting out something decent. But when you go straight new, I feel like it's 50-50. You can still get something that people will enjoy. But it's just the fact that people the comparison, you always compare the new to the old. And it just creates a whole thing. Everybody's, for the most part, in my honest opinion, everybody's going to take the original over all. Like when it comes to movies, the TV shows, everyone's going to take the original before they take on the new show.
Right.
But I like a lot. I'm intrigued. And also, I think the people that's behind Fresh Prince, the Fresh Prince reboot, well, Will Smith is an executive producer on this, and I think his studios is behind Fresh Prince, because you also know Fresh Prince, Will Smith is executive producer on Cobra Kai, so I think it's
is he?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's why it sucks.
Oh, you're crazy. That's one of my favorite shows right now. That show is amazing. Season 4 was, in the words of my guy Johnny Lawrence, season 4, bad ass. I enjoyed it. I love that show. That was something I feel like that's one of those that they took a movie in the 80s and they continued the story and they did it correctly. Cobra Kai, 2 thumbs up. Cobra Kai. But I want to see how Fresh Prince goes. It looked like they're going a whole more serious route.
They do. And I get it. And listen, so I get it. Nowadays, you want to be Black appropriate. You want to give to, the Black community. You want to do all of that. I get
proper representation.
Right.
Representation.
It just don't look good. I don't know. Watching the preview, I just didn't feel it. I just didn't fucking feel it.
No, I'm saying that because I'm not gonna lie. Watching the trailer, I was expecting something light, comedic, something along that lines, and then when it started, I'm like, wow, this is.
The only reason why I say that is because wasn't Fresh Prince of Bel-Air funny?
Yeah, it was. It was a sitcom. That's what my
right. We had sensitive moments.
Of course,
like all Fresh Prince.
Like all sitcoms, they're comedic based. They have the episodes is more serious. Something serious happens because it's a real life show. It's based off like real.
You're gonna pay Peacock.
I have a Peacock account.
Oh, so you've been holding out.
I've been mentioning I had a Peacock account. Dev knew I had a Peacock account.
I'm gonna need that information off this pod because
I definitely had a Peacock account.
There's a few things I want to see on Peacock for my child.
What you call it? The WWE network was bought, so Peacock owns the right. So all the for anybody that owns the WWE network, and you watch like the pay-per-views and stuff like that. That the network is owned by Peacock, so you have to have a Peacock to watch.
I don't need that Peacock information. There's a few movies on there I want to watch with my child. So, but I'm not looking forward to this Fresh Prince. Certain things, I'm just the type of person that once I've watched it when I was young, I don't want to see a reboot of it. And that's just me. It's nothing against the show itself. Nothing's against them, and it could be a really good show. I just feel like we already seen it. Like I don't want to see it again.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
I understand you. I feel like it's gonna have a different feel, but they probably have now. But it's a completely new show and it's a whole new cast. So the way it's looking like it's just gonna be a whole it's definitely gonna be something different, even though it's the same character's name. They got Will. They got Carlton. They got the same character names, but I don't know. I was intrigued by it. I think the
Well, you know what? I think just for the pod, I'll probably watch one episode, and then that's it. I think I'll watch one episode just to.
Yeah, but I think it's something that's interesting. But intriguing. I'm intrigued by the trailer. The trailer was just intriguing. It's just the fact I was shocked. I wasn't expecting it. But if you recall, the fan-made trailer was more on the same thing, and that's what inspired the Fresh Prince reboot. Was the people that made that fan-made trailer that went viral a couple of years ago.
Right.
So that's what inspired it. So it makes sense that they kept that route. But I thought it would be a little lighthearted, but it's gonna have its comedic and lighthearted moments. But the tone looks like it's just gonna be a little darker and a little more real and drama. But as we talk about that trailer, we have another trailer we could talk about. The 50 verse, the good old Power verse. So we had Power, the original, then we got Power Book 2, the continuation to the original story, which Power Book 2 Ghost. Then we had Power Book 3, which is the prequel to all the shows, which is Raising Kanan, which is based off 50's character on the original Power show, and it's pretty cool. But then we got the trailer to Power Book 4, Force, and it stars, which also Power Book 4 is also another continuation of the original Power. So it's like after, I'm pretty sure it's after the event of the series finale of the original Tommy story. And I enjoyed the trailer. I feel like with the trailer, I seen certain aspects that I like. I feel like you take it away, because I know you're not a big fan of the 50 verse. So
I told you that I'm actually okay to it actually looks better than all the other.
It might be better than all of them. It might be Power shows.
Yeah, I mean, it looks way better than all that dumb stuff. So, I'll take that one over. Because you know what I don't like about 50 shows? I feel like 50 shows to me are like his life.
Mm-hmm.
They're all based on his life. And I think Tommy's the only one that's not based on his life.
Mm. Okay.
So it like completely goes left with that. So I like it. But again, I'm probably not gonna watch it because a lot of the times 50 shows be violent and very like sexual.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right? Like they very
Sexual,
like
sexual. There'd be sex scenes, yes. Sexual content, violence.
right. And I don't really like that.
Not a big fan of all that.
Nah, not every scene I want it to be like, oh, sexual scene.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, why do you watch it? Right? Because
I enjoyed the show. 50 promoted it. I gave it a try, and I've been hooked ever since.
Is that because you're a fan?
Of the show, yeah. I'm a fan of the show.
No.
Talking about being a fan of 50? Being a fan of 50 is what got me to give the show a try, yes. But because he promoted it doesn't mean the show was going to be good. It could have been the worst show I ever watched. I'm just saying, he's what got me to watch it. And then when I gave it a try, I enjoyed it. And I've been watching it ever since.
Gotcha.
I remember when it first started, I was telling Dev to watch it. And Dev was just talking hellish shit. Like, he's never going to watch it. And like, I think maybe not mid-season or late towards season 1, I guess he eventually gave it a try, or season 2, he gave it a try. And then he's like, oh, shit, this shit is actually good. So that's
don't think that's going to come from me. That's not going to come from me. But I mean, it looks good. It looks like it has like a moment where he's like John Wick and he's kicking ass and shit. I mean, it looks good. I mean, I'm not going to say yes, so it doesn't look good. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, but I'm going to enjoy it. Tommy's one of my favorite characters in the Powerverse. And it's just...
Even though they're saying that he's appropriating Black culture.
He's a fake character, so I don't...
But he's white, Johnny.
He's a white person, but he's playing a fake character. He's an actor.
But he's a white person.
Yeah, it's fine. He's a character. His character, Tommy, is not real. It's fictional.
But he's a white character.
Yes, on a predominantly Black TV show. Yes.
Right, and it seems like he's appropriating.
It's not appropriated. It's not. His character is not real. It's not real. It would be different if the actor himself tried to portray himself in real life like he was Tommy. And that's a whole different ballgame. That's how I see it. It'll be a different whole. What?
I'm just saying, I wonder what his storyline gonna be because he got chased out of the hood, didn't he?
He got chased out of the hood. He got chased out of New York. Well, technically not by Tyreek. Remember, I don't know if you didn't watch. He didn't get chased out. There was a no. I would love for you to watch this. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there was a snitching situation, and that's what chased him out. It was the Fed was like on him, and it was ready to get him, and that's the reason why he left New York. But it was a way he left New York. So one day when you watch it, you'll see and enjoy it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we're gonna move on to music news. My guy, Ye, is hosting Coachella this year. How you feel about that?
Why?
Because he's a musical genius. I think Coachella will be, so not host, wrong words, headline. Headline Coachella. I don't know why I put host. Host is a whole different thing. Headline. He will headline Coachella. I think it'll be a great show.
Listen, the show Coachella is gonna be great because they have different artists. It's not just him.
Of course, it is. It's gonna be jam packed.
Right. So it's just not him. It's other artists. Here's my problem. He's such a big artist.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give it to people who are? Sorry, guys, I got the hiccups. Who is developing?
Mm-hmm.
Why give it to somebody who already has a name, Johnny? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying like the small person, but why not give it? Because Travis Scott was supposed to host the Coachella, but then remember that whole asteroid hell shit happened, and then they replaced him, which was okay. I get it. They had to replace him, right? Because that shit happened, right? We both agreed that he needed to sit down for a while, but why not pick somebody else who needs them limelight? Kanye don't need limelight. Like Kanye sold out a fucking listening party without even fucking dropping an album.
True. That's definitely true.
So why not give it to somebody who technically needs the needs that promotion and needs that kind of interact. Like to me, it's just. I don't know, it's dumb. He's Kanye. He's gonna sell out arenas.
I just feel like Coachella likes to have like a big time artist close down. They'll get all the big artists, but then they have that one main event. Like this is what.
But why is that fair? I thought Coachella was like a festival type thing.
It is a festival. Beyonce headline Coachella. How
long ago was that?
That was a few years ago.
No, it wasn't.
It was like 2017, 2018.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Beyonce.
2017, 2018. It wasn't nothing past that. 2016, the lowest, but I'm going to say 2017, 2018. 2017, 2018.
Stop talking to me. I'm trying to write. Coachella. Oh, you're right. 2018.
2018, yeah.
She wasn't as big as she was now.
Man, 4 years ago. Crazy. Beyonce was Beyonce, and the shit. 2018, the Beehive was definitely around.
It doesn't matter. Beyonce's an R&B singer. It's not the same.
She's a big time artist. That I'm just saying.
No, it's not the same. First of all, we're not talking about Beyonce. Why whenever we talk about Kanye, you bring up Beyonce? They are two different people on two different levels.
It was just
and if you want to,
it was just an example. I just said main event. Beyonce
but Kanye,
in 2018. Beyonce Beyonce was the man.
But Kanye again has sold out arenas. Why does he need to hold Coachella? You know what I'm saying?
Coachella.
I'm just saying it just doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. I understand. In the route you're taking, I understand what you're saying.
Do you want to see him host Coachella?
I think it'll be an amazing show with him hosting Coachella. I think it'll be an amazing show if he hosts Coachella.
I think it's not. I think your opinion shouldn't be based on the artist that you love, but if it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's great.
You think it's great for who? For Kanye or Coachella?
I think it's great for everyone involved.
I don't like the idea of seeing Kanye host a festival.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Kanye, I think he's a great performer. He has the hits.
Is he really a great performer?
Yes.
So I do my before we exit to the left. I usually like to go on social media just to make sure we're not missing anything, right? So as I'm looking, and guess whose name come up on my damn Shade Room feed? Act 1 of Netflix 3-part documentary, Gene Euris? Kanye trilogy is hitting theaters on February. Now he's an actor. He's an actor. Is that a lie?
That's fine.
Would you watch that Kanye trilogy?
Yes, I'll watch it. Well, I gotta see what the first one looks like, just in case. Cause
it's a documentary.
It's documentary. I'm definitely watching it. Yeah.
Why would you want to watch this?
It's a documentary. Why would I want to watch it?
And what the hell is JEENYUSHS? Is that another name for him?
Let me go to the thing and see what you're talking about real quick. I got you.
Oh, they even have a trilogy. I mean, have a.
Where did you see that?
I can't tell you my sources. I can tell you can look online and hit new Kanye Netflix documentary. I can't give you my sources.
I got you.
My sources are my sources, Home Slice.
I think that's what it's called. New Kanye Netflix documentary called Genius. Oh, it's called Genius. It's Genius. You just spelled it differently. It's Genius. I could be wrong, but that's how I'm reading it. Genius.
See why I don't mess with him? You see why I don't mess with him?
It's called Genius. I like it. Interesting. Genius. Stream Genius. Well, it's gonna be out in movie theaters February 10th, and it'll hit Netflix the 16th.
Are you gonna watch it?
I'll definitely watch it. I'll tune in. I'm definitely gonna tune into that.
I see what I'm saying. He's just doing too much. Kanye,
my man Zay, keep doing what you're doing.
But he's doing too much.
Nah, he's living his life, man. Living his life.
The fact that you're gonna watch it is crazy to me. Mm-hmm. It's a trilogy about what? We already know Kanye West's life.
It could get more in depth and all other stuff. You don't know what it's gonna be about. We don't know all the.
But we know Kanye West's life.
Yeah, for the most part, we know a decent portion, I would say.
A decent portion, we know Kanye West's life.
Yeah, we know a decent portion.
No, we know his mom died from plastic surgery.
Mm-hmm.
That made him sad and depressed. And then Amber Rose left him like a couple of days later.
Could be lost in life.
He should have just let me tell his story because I would have done a better job at it than himself. But I guess, Johnny, I'm tired of seeing Kanye. I want to see somebody else. And I know you don't want to hear that, but it's just the truth.
No,
they should have Billie Eilish.
She's gonna be at Coachella too.
She is.
Yeah, she's gonna be.
Honey, can you get me tickets?
We have to Coachella.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like festivals, so if you could just get me in for Billie Eilish,
I don't know.
Just her part.
I don't know when exactly her part will be, but it'll be set on a day because it's like a 2-3 days. Like it's different. It's broken up in different parts, I believe. And
Kanye's gonna perform all those days?
No. Let's see. I got you.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how Coachella works. Because if he's performing all those days, that's crazy.
Coachella is a 9-day festival, but I think it's like different stuff going on.
9 days.
April 15th to the 24th. So I don't know what day she's performing, but I'm assuming when you headline, you perform on the last day of the event. If you're the main headline, and then they mix up the acts. So yeah. Interesting. I don't know. Well, we'll see. They'll break it down. I'm pretty sure more information comes out as we move closer to it. We're in January and it takes place in April.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. But with that being said, that's a wrap on this brand new episode of Another City Opinion Podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are out.